After weeks of really hard work from our woody woodpecker, our caulking journey is coming to an end. We're finally finishing to apply the last layer, which is this epoxy dough, and we're gonna have a caulked house. We are Ben and MP, and this is Sailing Yabá, where we get to share a dream boat being rebuilt.
Thanks to simple tools, ancient knowledge, and an amazing team of carpenters, our once wrecked schooner is being brought back to life. While a lot of things happen in and on and next to the boat, a lot of stuff actually happens under the boat. So Zé has actually been caulking for a very long time now. Our caulker, aka woody woodpecker, is what they call him here. And lately we've been waiting for the delivery of our caulking putty, which has now arrived. So he's going over the whole boat with this caulking putty now. So it's an epoxy based putty which can receive paint over the top. So the hull hasn't been fed yet, we're not doing it in that order. So here it's all going to be filled, then it's going to be fed, and wherever we need to put some more of this putty, we will. So he's actually now at the transom finishing off some of there, and then he'll do the middle bit of the boat. So following me here, this has all been done. Of course there's a few lines here under the shear plank and underneath a few more. I don't know exactly why he's missed those, but he'll go over them later. Here at this, around the center of the boat, nothing's been done yet, but if we head all the way to the back, all the way under this lovely tarp, there he is doing some more of this putty over here. All this caulking compound has been placed in the hull. It's kind of all done. Of course he has to still come back and fill up some holes, but most of the boat has already been caulking compound epoxy has been placed over the caulking cotton, and I've got to help Nezel bring up one of the lids for the benches, because we're going to start making a little step which will go right here, but I'm going to help him now.
Lá daqui ele é mais alto, morrer aqui. Tem que puxar aqui, né? Tem que puxar aqui.
The main project today that isn't all of the varnishing, painting and so on is actually making a step to go onto the platform or from the platform into the boat. Now initially we thought just to put a step, but that would be kind of a dead, wasted space. So we're going to turn that step into a little box, and that's what they're doing right now. And I was just looking, and I don't know if I've shown you this before, but the epoxy is looking nice already. The caulking compound on the hull. And I'm just going to show you because it actually looks really cool from the bow here. So you can see where it's been done already. All the way there. All that side. And now all that needs to be done is the top still.
Segunda-feira, pô. Acorda, pegar a coca. Não, já deu. Mais uma peça aqui, ó.
lot of the parts that were on the boat before are now under the boat, next to the boat, or against the wall. So one of the things that we actually found is the old handrail that used to be on the superstructure, which is that you can hold on to while you're actually walking along the, on the deck. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to measure. We would like to make it again because the other one was rotten. But there goes my pencil. And now we're actually heading off to go and measure how long we can make it, because the previous one actually came over into this corner over here and it used to gather water, and that's why this was all rotten. So we'd like to have it on this side all the way to the other end, all the way to the bow, and then this one here. So 870. 870. Not only is this going to be a handrail, you can see they used to be here, here and here. Also, it's to prevent stuff from sliding off, but also when you're going navigating, it's good to put stuff on here, and then, for example, to tie it down, because there'll be a rack on both sides. You can have a rope tying it down to prevent it from sliding around. So that's why this is very, very cool. I can show you this new little step. So it's slightly lower than what this lid is going to be, so it wasn't going to get in the way of here, and it's not going to have hinges. We're not expecting to open this too frequently, but it does just slide out, and that's where the storage is. I think it looks stunning. That's still glue, that's varnish with lots of sawdust on top, so when that's all done, it's going to look hopefully similar to this type of stuff. I mean, this is still quite rough as well, and lots of dirt, but yeah, welcome to our aft saloon.
Comprou 12 quilos para cada um. Tá aí já. Era uma calhada, cara, velhinho, ó, porque um pegou no topo aí, estendeu em madeira. Levanta as costas bem. Tiramos? Você dá um tomo? Ó, tá com ele, põe na casaria, melhor. E ela vem nessa. Tá bom, né? Tá ali, viu? Não, vira assim, ó. Ó, pra cá, assim. Aí. Tá legal, com neta. Não tem problema, neta. Vai, começa lá. Não. Levanta mais. Levanta mais aqui, né? Deu mais, já pegou? Olha pra ele. Olha, Zeca, mulher. Fala.
wind just came out of nowhere, and I can see that our tarp is now gone. MP! Look what happened to the tarp.
The weather changed completely in the blink of an eye, and then now it's windy and rainy, and the tarp's gonna fly away. But
Shall we take it down?
I don't know. Look at that, I don't know.
That was crazy. Oh, we accept that tomorrow we won't have a tarp anymore.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's so good. It was out of nowhere. The rainfall inside you.
It is clearing up now, but I want to show you guys something amazing. Look at our caulker, he's still working his way under here. How amazing.
So at 3:25 I made that video that the world was pouring down, and now it's 3:31 and it's almost no raining anymore. How crazy. It was really just a storm gust, I don't know. What? Ben's emptying the tarp. Can you hear it? The waterfall. What? Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Hey Caio, did you like the rain? Hey Caio. Hey. The tap kind of survived. Ben is working on fixing it now, and it's sunny, kinda, again. Who explains what just happened?
Okay, back to work. No excuses. Não vai dar conta.
Essa terra aí não pode.
Quem quiser subir as pedras, já que botou assim, bota no balde. Vou botar no gelo aqui, né? Escuro ainda, vem escuro ainda. Lá em casa pra sair, são os voos de
um pouquinho? Não, eu já passei a tico-tico. Eu passei a tico-tico, tá? Olha isso. Eu já passei a tico-tico ali, ó. Isso. Tem barulho, sem dúvida.
Eu também aqui deve ser assim, né?
Claro, eu tenho que descer primeiro e depois a forma assim. 10 na frente.
Both of these rails are now ready. They've been worked at with a jigsaw, a chisel, and now essentially the sanding machine. You can still see all the lines. Now, however, it's still not very nice to hold the edges, so this still has to be made round and nice and soft to hold, or even to tie ropes on, and doesn't cut the rope. So the router, I think it's table router, has always been defect here because we never really use it, and now it's just been fixed. I mean, it's being fixed, so that soon those two rails can be passed all along here, so the edges can be made round.
Thank you so much for your support and donations. Stanley, Siegfried and Jonathan. See you next Sunday.